What up, everybody? Let me get to the spot. Hey, everybody, this is day 96 of the 100 Day Challenge here on the Plan Your Greatness TV channel. And the hashtag today is Cooley. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get right into it. All right. Again, today, day number 96 of the 100 Day Challenge here on the Plan Your Greatness TV channel. And the hashtag today is Cooley. So with that, I'm going to start out with this quote. And it says, "Today, I am not what you think I am. I'm not what I think I am. I am what I think you think I am." That's by Cooley. Now, that together was brought to my attention from another interview that I saw today. It was an interview with Derrick Rose. And if any of you are basketball fans, specifically from the Chicagoland area, you heard about this kid, Derrick Rose, coming up through junior high, high school. He goes on to college. He ends up being the number one pick for the Chicago Bulls, becomes MVP, gets hurt. But the whole time that he's going through this process, one of the things that sticks out is he always seemed very uncomfortable doing interviews. And these are some of the things that people take for granted when they see a microphone stuck in somebody's face. People think that that's always very uncomfortable, that we always want something to say, especially if you're talented. They think just because you're talented, you always are ready to just speak. And you could clearly see that Derrick Rose was a basketball junkie. He just wanted to play ball. He didn't like all the interviews and everything, but he understood that, he understood that came with the territory, especially as good of a player as he was. And so, as I thought about that, and thought about that quote by Cooley, and Derrick in the interview, and I'm gonna probably put that interview. I'm gonna go find that interview, and I'm gonna put it in the thread, which is gonna probably be after this video. Is that there was a lot of parallels with myself. People that know me from when I grew up in Chicago Heights, Illinois. People will tell you that I didn't say a lot. I played ball. I was a good player, and I was very intense when I played, but I didn't say a lot. And then even as I became better and got more notoriety, I still didn't say a lot. And one of the things that I remember at one of the earliest banquets, one of the earliest banquets where I got an award, where it was like minor league player of the year or something like that, and I had to go up there and give a speech, and I was tongue-tied. I just was very uncomfortable with getting up there. I mean, people see me now and they see the articulation, and this is what struck me in that interview with Derrick Rose. He said, y'all see me now, and y'all see me the way I can articulate and explain who I am and what I'm trying to do. He said, I couldn't do this before. He said, I was, and I'm an introvert. And when he said that, I said, man, I could relate to that. That people see me now, people see me making these videos, people see me in real life talking. The comfortableness that I can just go up and talk to a woman, the comfortableness that when somebody asks me a question, how I can just pause for a second and give a clear, concise, articulate, well thought out answer. Man, I couldn't do that before. So this is growth. In that video with Derrick Rose, he says, hey, he pats himself on the back for growing to the person that he is now, where he can articulate himself. And in the comments, somebody said, man, this brother is at peace. And I said, yeah, he probably feels a lot better about just being able to express himself. That says a lot. You may be talented in whatever it is, but if you have a difficult time explaining that, or just explaining, like somebody just asked you a question like, who are you? What do you want to do? And you've not really thought about it because it's just so instinctive. But now he's saying he has a vocabulary. Okay, So now in my situation, he said, well, in Derek's situation, he said that the thing that accelerated his process of figuring out who he was when he got hurt. He said that if I hadn't got hurt, I would probably still be this empty, this kind of not really understanding who he was. And he said that injury caused him to look inward. So the parallel, the connection between his story and mine is I didn't know where I was, because when baseball got taken away from me because of an injury, I was a mess. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do, who I was. And then I started going all over the place. And then all of a sudden, he got his injury. I ended up spiraling so far out of control as far as homelessness and everything. And I ended up going to prison. And at that time, that's when I asked myself the 3 questions. What do you want? Why do you want it? And can you see yourself getting it? That was the first time that I actually really took stock and looked around and said, what do I really want? And that helped me get to where I am right now. Now, again, I've said this before, I wouldn't wish that experience on my worst enemy. And I a lot of times I wish I could go back and get rid of it, but because of what I have done and who I've transformed into, I have to accept that. Even though I really don't want it, I have to accept that that's a part of my journey. So here we are. And, now that I've done this, I've now made strides, and I'm absolutely at this point planning my greatness. All right, I'm going to leave you with what I leave you with every day, and that is plan your greatness. You know why? Because no one else will. I'll see you.